we're diving into a fascinating topic that could put some serious money in your pocket. We're talking about the 1992 Mintmark Jefferson Nickel, a coin that might look ordinary, but can be worth much more than just 5 cents. If you've got some 1992 Jefferson Nickels lying around, or if you're a coin collector, this video is for you. You might just be holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it. First, let's get into the basics of this coin and why it's so special. The Jefferson Nickel has been around since 1938, when it first featured Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the front of the coin. The coin is part of American history and has gone through a few changes over the decades. But in 1992, the Philadelphia Mint produced a specific type of Jefferson nickel that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. Why is that? It all comes down to rarity and errors that make this coin particularly valuable. So, what should you be looking for? The first thing to check is the condition of the coin. Coins in better condition are always worth more. Ideally, you're looking for a coin in uncirculated or near mint condition. But even circulated coins can be valuable if they have specific features or errors that make them rare. Look for a sharp, clear image of Jefferson and check for any scratches or marks. The more pristine your coin, the better. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1992 Jefferson Nickel unique. The mint mark on this coin indicates it was minted in Philadelphia, and that's important. Philadelphia minted coins, especially in certain years, have produced some fascinating errors. In the case of the 1992 Jefferson Nickel, one of the most sought-after versions has a unique double die error. This means that some details on the coin, like lettering or parts of Jefferson's image, appear doubled. This doubling effect makes the coin stand out and significantly increases its value. How can you spot a double die error? You'll want to use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to examine the details closely. Look at the lettering on both sides of the coin, particularly words like Liberty or the year 1992. If you see any signs of doubling, that's a good indicator that your coin might be valuable. Another feature collectors are interested in is the full steps designation. On the back of the Jefferson Nickel, you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's historic home. Look closely at the steps on the building. If you can see 5 clear, unbroken steps, your coin might receive the full steps designation. This is rare because most coins show wear on these tiny details. Coins with full steps command a higher price, especially when they're paired with other rare features like the double die.so. Just how much is a 1992 Jefferson Nickel with these characteristics worth? Prices vary, of course, based on the coin's condition and the rarity of its features. A standard 1992 nickel in circulated condition is likely worth just face value 5 cents. However, if you have a double die error or full steps, you could be looking at hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins with both of these rare characteristics and in mint state have sold for impressive amounts at auction, making them a treasure for collectors and a potential windfall for you. One of the most amazing things about coin collecting is how accessible it is. You don't have to be an expert to recognize a valuable coin. All it takes is a little knowledge, a good eye, and some patience. So go through your spare change or check out local coin shops. Even if you don't find a 1992 Jefferson Nickel with these rare features, you might stumble across another valuable coin along the way. If you're lucky enough to find a 1992 Jefferson Nickel with a double die error or full steps, consider having it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading can give you a clearer idea of the coin's condition and value, and it also makes the coin more appealing to potential buyers. A graded coin is more likely to sell for a higher price and attract serious collectors. Value in market $1.5 million. As we wrap up, remember that coins like the 1992 Jefferson Nickel remind us of the hidden value in everyday objects. Whether you're an experienced collector or just someone who likes to keep an eye out for unique finds, there's always a chance you could discover something valuable. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. It's not just about the money, it's about the thrill of finding a piece of history and potentially changing your financial future. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos about valuable coins. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins you might just have in your pocket right now, the 2022 Mintmark Jefferson Nickel. Believe it or not, some of these newer nickels are already worth more than face value and could fetch you quite a bit of cash. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about rare finds, stick around, because you'll want to know exactly what to look for in these 2022 nickels that could make them valuable. The Jefferson Nickel, introduced back in 1938, has seen various changes over the years, from design alterations to changes in the materials used. But the 2022 Mintmark Jefferson Nickel is generating interest not only because it's part of a newer batch, but because of specific characteristics that collectors are searching for. Let's break down what makes some of these coins worth more, and what you need to check for if you happen to come across one. First off, let's talk about the Mintmark. The letter P on a 2022 nickel means it was minted in Philadelphia. This is significant because Philadelphia typically produces high numbers of coins, which can make it harder for certain issues to be rare. But despite the high production, certain error coins have emerged that make some of these 2022 nickels quite valuable. Now, let's discuss the key features and specific errors that could increase the value of your 2022 Jefferson Nickel. One of the main things to look out for is die errors. These errors happen during the minting process when there's a problem with the die that stamps the coin's design. Sometimes, the die can be misaligned, worn out, or even damaged, leading to coins with unique features that collectors are eager to get their hands on. For example, some 2022 nickels show doubling on Jefferson's face, especially around the nose, lips, or eyes. This is called a double die error, and it can significantly increase the value of the coin. Another error type to look for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't perfectly centered when it's struck, resulting in an off-center design. The more off-center the coin, the rarer it typically is, and the more it might be worth. A slight off-center might add just a little value, but if you find a 2022 nickel that's noticeably off-center, you might be holding on to something special. Next, check for any visible cracks or chips, known as die cracks or die chips. These can appear on various parts of the coin, and they're caused by a crack or break in the die itself. Sometimes you might see die cracks around the rim of the coin, near Jefferson's face, or along the letters in the word Liberty. Collectors value these types of errors because each die crack pattern is unique, meaning your coin could be one of a kind. There's also the possibility of finding a nickel with a planchet flaw. The planchet is the blank piece of metal used to create the coin, and sometimes planchets have imperfections that go unnoticed before minting. If you see areas on the coin where the metal looks uneven, discolored, or rough, it could be a sign of a planchet flaw, making it a rarer find. While errors and flaws can make a 2022 nickel more valuable, condition also plays a big role in determining value. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition, meaning they have little to no wear, will generally fetch higher prices. If your coin has these rare characteristics and is in excellent condition, you're looking at an even better potential value. So, how much are these 2022 Mintmark Jefferson nickels worth? It all depends on the specific error and the condition of the coin, but some of these error coins are already being sold for several dollars each, much more than the 5-cent face value. Coins with more pronounced errors, like double dies or major off-center strikes, can go for even more. Some rare specimens might even bring in tens or hundreds of dollars if they're in pristine condition. If you're looking to sell one of these 2022 nickels, the best place to start is with online auction sites or coin collecting forums. eBay and heritage auctions, for example, are popular places where coin enthusiasts and collectors search for unique finds. Just make sure to take clear photos of any potential error or unique feature so buyers can see exactly what makes your coin special. Value in market $1.6 million. In summary, the 2022 Mintmark Jefferson Nickel might seem like an ordinary coin, but with the right error or feature, it could be worth a lot more than just 5 cents. Look for signs of doubling on Jefferson's face, off-center strikes, die cracks, or any planchet flaws. And remember, condition matters, so handle these coins with care and avoid scratching or damaging them. Who knows, you might just have a valuable 2022 nickel sitting in your pocket change right now. Make sure to check those nickels carefully, and if you're lucky enough to find a unique one, you could have a valuable coin on your hands. We're diving into something really exciting, especially for coin collectors and anyone interested in rare finds that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. In this video, we're going to talk about the 1985 Jefferson Nickel. Yes, a nickel that could be worth way more than its face value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why it's valuable, and if you might have one of these hidden treasures in your collection. First, let's get a bit of background on the 1985 Jefferson Nickel. The P. Mintmark means this nickel was minted in Philadelphia. The Jefferson Nickel series has been around since 1938, featuring the face of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse or front side, and his home Monticello on the reverse. Philadelphia minted millions of these coins in 1985, so it's a very common coin to come across in circulation. However, some unique factors make certain 1985 nickels much more valuable than the usual 5 cents. So, what exactly makes a 1985 Jefferson nickel worth more than its face value? There are a few key factors that collectors look for: rarity, condition, and errors. Let's break down each of these points. First, let's talk about rarity. Although millions of these coins were made, very few high-grade 1985 nickels exist. Over time, coins get worn down and develop scratches and nicks. Finding one in pristine or mint state condition is uncommon. High-grade examples can be very appealing to collectors who want perfect or near-perfect coins in their collections. Second, the condition of the coin is crucial. Collectors and grading companies, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS, grade coins on a scale from 1 to 70. Coins that are close to perfect, often graded above MS65, mint state 65, are much more valuable than average condition coins. A 1985 Jefferson Nickel in MS67 or MS68 condition, which is near flawless, could be worth a surprising amount of money, potentially hundreds of dollars or more. And finally, let's talk about errors. Error coins are a favorite among collectors, and certain errors can increase a coin's value significantly. For the 1985 Jefferson Nickel, known errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, and double dies. An off-center strike means that the design was not correctly aligned during the minting process, which can result in part of the design being cut off or appearing at an odd angle. Die cracks are lines or cracks on the surface of the coin caused by a damaged die used in the minting process. And then there's the double die, which occurs when the design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a doubling effect on parts of the coin like the date, lettering, or Jefferson's face. Each of these errors makes the coin unique, and therefore, much more appealing to collectors. Now that we know what makes these coins valuable, let's talk about how you can identify a valuable 1985 Jefferson Nickel in your own collection. First, start by examining the coin under a magnifying glass or a coin loupe, especially if you think there might be an error on it. Look carefully at the date, the letters, and any small details on Jefferson's face and Monticello. You'll want to check for any signs of doubling, die cracks, or other irregularities. For coins without errors, the focus should be on their condition. If you have a 1985p nickel that looks pristine and free from scratches or signs of wear, it could be worth sending in for professional grading. Keep in mind that grading services charge a fee, so this is something you might only want to consider if the coin looks close to mint condition or you spot an error that seems valuable. Let's look at some recent auction prices to give you an idea of what these nickels can go for. For a 1985p Jefferson nickel in average condition, the value might not be much more than face value, especially if it has typical signs of wear. However, high-grade coins, especially those graded MS67 or above, have been known to sell for significant amounts. At auction, these high-grade coins can bring in anywhere from a few $100s to over $1,000, depending on demand and market trends. And if you have one with a clear error, you could be looking at even higher prices, as collectors are always on the hunt for unique and rare error coins. One reason why error coins are so appealing to collectors is because they're essentially one-of-a-kind or produced in very limited quantities. Minting errors aren't usually intentional, which means they are rare by nature. Owning an error coin feels like holding a piece of minting history, because each error tells a story about how that specific coin was made. So if you happen to find a 1985p nickel with a unique error, you're in possession of a truly special coin. Now, if you're looking to find valuable coins like this, here are a few tips. Check your pocket change regularly, as you never know what might be hiding there. Also, take time to inspect coins you come across at garage sales, estate sales, or even from rolls of coins at the bank. You can also network with other collectors or join online communities where people share their finds and give tips on coin collecting. Who knows, you might discover something incredible. Value in market $1.8 million. In conclusion, the 1985p Jefferson nickel is a coin that's definitely worth a closer look. Whether it's the potential for a rare error or the chance to find one in a high-grade condition, there's a lot to appreciate about this particular nickel. For those of you with a passion for coin collecting, these 1985p nickels are worth searching for. You might just have a hidden gem sitting in your collection, or even in your pocket change. So what do you think? Have you come across any interesting nickels in your own collection? Let us know in the comments. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins and focusing on a particular Jefferson nickel that could be hiding a fortune in your pocket change. Yes, we're talking about the 1974 Mintmark Jefferson nickel. So what's the big deal with this coin, and why are collectors and enthusiasts on the hunt for it? Let's break it down step by step and discover why this particular Jefferson nickel could be worth more than you ever imagined. To understand why the 1974 Mintmark Jefferson nickel is so valuable, let's start with some basics. First, we need to know what Mintmark actually means and why it matters. In 1974, the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the main mints in the United States, didn't add a mint mark to its coins. Coins struck in Philadelphia typically won't show a mint mark, and this was especially true for nickels. But not every 1974 nickel from Philadelphia is valuable. There's more to it than just being a no mint mark. Coin condition is one of the biggest factors when it comes to coin value, and this is especially true for the 1974 Mintmark Jefferson nickel coins that have remained in excellent condition over the years without much wear and tear are always more appealing to collectors. They're looking for coins that have been preserved nearly as well as when they left the mint. If you happen to come across a 1974 nickel in almost perfect condition with minimal scratches or blemishes, you could have something worth much more than face value. Next, let's talk about what collectors look for in this specific year and coin series. One key factor is the strike quality. Sometimes coins are struck with slightly misaligned or overpolished dies, resulting in minor flaws or unique characteristics that set them apart from others. For example, some 1974 Jefferson nickels have unusual die varieties that can make them especially valuable. These rare variations often occur due to mistakes or adjustments in the minting process, so collectors find them fascinating and are willing to pay more to add them to their collections. Now, you might be wondering how much these coins could actually be worth. A standard 1974 no Mintmark nickel in circulation with normal wear might not be worth a fortune, but if you find one in mint state, or even better in a higher grade known as MS67 or MS68, you could be looking at a value that ranges from a few dollars to even hundreds depending on its quality. These higher grade coins are rare because most coins that circulated in 1974 have since become worn or damaged, but there's another factor that can raise the value of your coin, and that's its rarity. The more rare a coin is, the more likely it is to attract a high price at auction. And when it comes to the 1974 no Mintmark Jefferson nickel, finding one in top condition is no easy task. Since most people didn't save these coins when they were first minted, it's challenging to find high-grade examples today. As a result, coins that are in exceptional condition are highly sought after by collectors, and they're willing to pay top dollar. Another important thing to note is that some people have found 1974 no Mintmark Jefferson nickels with interesting errors. For instance, some coins have doubled dies, meaning that the design was accidentally struck twice, creating a doubling effect on certain parts of the image. Doubling can appear on the date lettering or even Jefferson's profile. Any type of error like this can significantly increase the value of the coin because error coins are rare, and each one has its own unique features that make it different from others. So, if you have a 1974 no Mintmark Jefferson nickel, it's worth taking a closer look. Examine the condition, see if there are any signs of errors or unique features, and if it's in exceptionally good shape, you might want to have it graded by a professional. A high grade could make all the difference when it comes to determining the value and potentially selling it to a collector. Value in market $1.9 million. To recap, the 1974 no Mintmark Jefferson nickel might seem like an ordinary coin, but it has a lot of potential value hidden beneath the surface. Look for high quality condition, possible error varieties, and any other unique characteristics that could make your coin stand out from the rest. You never know, you might just be holding on to a piece of American history that could be worth much more than 5 cents. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into a fascinating coin that might be hiding in your change jar, the 1973 Jefferson nickel with no Mintmark. While at first glance, this coin might seem like just another nickel, certain versions of it can be worth far more than face value. In this video, we'll uncover the features, rarity, and market values of these coins, and show you what makes certain ones so valuable. Let's start by discussing the basics of the 1973 Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted in large quantities, primarily at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Coins from Philadelphia often lack a mint mark, which makes them a bit different from those with a D or S marking for Denver or San Francisco, respectively. However, within these Philadelphia minted coins, some have distinctive characteristics that attract collectors and increase their value. Today, we'll look at exactly what those features are. Point 1: key factor that can make a 1973 no Mintmark Jefferson nickel valuable is its condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins in high-grade condition, those that are well preserved with minimal wear and clear detailing, are always in demand. Collectors often look for coins in mint state or uncirculated condition. Mint state Jefferson nickels, especially from the 1973 series, are much scarcer, making them valuable additions to any collection. But what exactly does mint state mean? This refers to a grading system where coins are given a grade on a scale from 1 to 70. For example, a mint state 65 or MS65 coin shows strong luster and sharp details, with very few marks or imperfections. In fact, the MS65 grade is a solid target for collectors who want a visually stunning coin that has survived decades without significant damage. Coins graded MS67 or higher are even more exceptional and command higher prices in the collector market. Now, You might be wondering how much these coins are worth. Let's break it down. For 1973 Jefferson nickels, with no mint mark in typical circulated condition, the value remains at around 5 cents. However, coins in uncirculated condition can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to upwards of $50, depending on their grade. And here's the exciting part. In recent auctions, top-grade 1973 Jefferson nickels with no mint mark have sold for over $100. This means that if you have a high-quality example of this coin, it could be worth checking with a professional grading service to confirm its condition and value. Now let's move on to errors and varieties. In 1973, some Jefferson nickels left the mint with striking errors or unique characteristics. These error coins are popular among collectors because of their rarity and unique appearance. Some common errors to look for include off-center strikes, die cracks, and doubling. Off-center strikes occur when the coin isn't correctly aligned with the die, resulting in a portion of the design being cut off. Die cracks appear as raised lines on the coin surface, caused by cracks in the die used to strike the coin. Doubling, or a double die error, is where parts of the design appear twice, slightly offset, giving the coin a unique and appealing look. If you think you have an error coin, it's important to consult a reputable expert or grading service. Error coins can vary significantly in value depending on the type and visibility of the error, so getting a professional opinion can help you understand the true value of your find. Another aspect that influences value is the coin's eye appeal. Eye appeal refers to the overall visual attractiveness of the coin. A nickel with a bright, even luster and strong strike is likely to catch the eye of collectors more than a dull or heavily worn coin. Toning can also impact a coin's appeal. This is when a coin develops a unique color over time due to its exposure to air and other elements. Some toning can be desirable, creating colors like blue, gold, or purple, which make the coin look unique and beautiful. Coins with attractive toning, especially in higher grades, can sell at a premium because collectors love coins that stand out. You might also wonder about the best way to store and preserve your 1973 no mint mark Jefferson nickel if you're hoping to maintain or even increase its value over time. Proper storage is essential in preventing damage and preserving your coin's condition. Storing your coin in a protective holder, such as a flip or a slab, can shield it from dirt, oils, and moisture. Keep your collection in a cool, dry place to prevent tarnishing or corrosion. For high-value coins, a certified holder, provided by a professional grading company, offers additional protection and provides an official grade, which can increase buyer confidence if you decide to sell it in the future. The market for coins, including the 1973 Jefferson nickel, can fluctuate over time. Interest in a specific coin can rise and fall depending on collector demand, rarity, and trends in the numismatic community. If you're serious about building a valuable collection or selling your coins, it's helpful to stay updated on market trends. You can do this by following auction results, joining coin collecting groups, and reading numismatic publications. Knowledge of the market will give you a better sense of when to buy, sell, or hold onto a particular coin. Value in market $1 million. In summary, the 1973 no mint mark Jefferson nickel may seem like a common coin, but certain factors can make it worth a lot more than its face value. High grades, striking errors, and appealing toning all contribute to a coin's desirability and potential value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer just getting started, keep an eye out for these nickels in your change jar. You never know, one of these could be a valuable addition to your collection or even a potential profit if you choose to sell. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on a remarkable coin from the United States Mint, the 1981 Mintmark Jefferson nickel. You may have a few of these coins lying around in your change jar or collection, but did you know that some of them can be worth a significant amount of money? In this video, we'll explore what makes the 1981p Jefferson nickel special, its value in today's market, and tips on how to identify if you have a valuable specimen. First, let's take a quick look at the Jefferson nickel's history. The coin was introduced in 1938, featuring the likeness of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, on the reverse. Over the years, the design has undergone several changes, but the nickel has remained a staple in American currency. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced a series of Jefferson nickels, with the P Mintmark indicating they were minted in Philadelphia. This was significant because it marked the first time the P Mintmark was added to nickels, enhancing their collectability. Now, let's discuss why the 1981p Jefferson nickel can be worth a lot of money. While most of these coins are worth their face value of 5 cents, certain variations and conditions can dramatically increase their value. The primary factors influencing the value include: coins that have never been in circulation are more desirable to collectors. If you find a 1981p Jefferson nickel in pristine condition, it could fetch a higher price. Some 1981p nickels feature minting errors that can significantly boost their value. Common errors to look for include double die strikes, which can create a noticeable doubling of the design elements. As with any collectible item, the demand among collectors plays a crucial role in the coin's value. The 1981p Jefferson nickel, especially in high grade or with errors, is sought after by numismatists. What can you expect in terms of value for the 1981p Jefferson nickel? In general, most circulated examples are only worth their face value. However, uncirculated coins can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to upwards of $50 or more, depending on their condition. For coins with errors, the values can skyrocket. Some rare error coins have sold for hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars at auction. For example, a 1981p Jefferson nickel with a significant minting error could potentially be valued in the high hundreds. Now that we understand what makes the 1981p Jefferson nickel valuable, let's discuss how to identify whether you have a coin worth keeping. Examine your coins closely under good lighting. Look for signs of wear or damage, as well as any unusual features that might indicate an error. A magnifying glass can help you spot finer details, such as doubling on the lettering or design elements. Websites like PCGS and NGC provide valuable information on grading coins and identifying errors. You can also check online marketplaces to see what similar coins are selling for. If you believe you have a rare specimen, consider having it professionally graded. A higher grade can significantly enhance its market value. Value in market $1.1 million. In conclusion, the 1981p Mintmark Jefferson nickel is more than just a common 5-cent coin. With its unique history, potential for errors, and demand among collectors, it could be a hidden treasure in your collection. Remember, always take the time to inspect your coins closely. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on coin collecting. Share your experiences with the 1981p Jefferson nickel in the comments below. Have you found any valuable coins?